beautiful people, I hope that you're doing well. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shireen Warren. I am the founder of Ivy Wild, and in this video I'm going to talk to you guys about the most amazing hairstyles that are going to help you grow your natural hair. Firstly, hello, how are you to all the new people over here? I've noticed that our subscriber list has grown. I'm really grateful. I did a giveaway not too long ago. The winner was announced on our Instagram, that's at Ivy Wild Hair, and she won £100 cash money plus some amazing Ivy Wild products. So well done. So the first hairstyle I'm going to touch on is a hairstyle that I've worn a couple of times now. Your girl's been rocking it. I've enjoyed this style because it's quick. My sister does it for me, so I haven't got to do it, and yeah, I'm a bit lazy when it comes to do my hairstyles sometimes. It's just what you need if you're a get up and go person. Crochet. So I actually had my hair in crochet. Oh, my hair's in crochet now actually, but this isn't the kind of crochet I'm talking about. I'm actually talking about the crochet where, you know, you have those big gorgeous doo-doo braids, doo-doo cornrows going to the back of your head. It's nice and loose, it's not too tight, and you're able to rock it for about 2-3 weeks depending on what kind of hair you use. But those kind of crochet hairstyles are fantastic because they're low tension on your hair, so there's not too much pulling going on, and you've got bigger, thicker cornrows, so that the individual cornrows that you usually get create more tension in your hair and more pulling and tugging in your hair. But ultimately, that style, because you've got a lot of hair cornrowed back, then you aren't creating too much tension, too much pulling, and we all know what that leads to: balding, and no one wants to look like an edgeless potato around here. What I do want to say about crochet styles is please make sure that you are moisturizing your hair as much as possible, because you really want to make sure that any style that you've got your hair in for longer than 2 weeks, you want to really make sure that your hair is getting enough moisture to prevent breakage. So if you think about some of these styles, when we take our hair out of them, our hair is so dry because it hasn't been tended to for quite some time, and you have to really make sure that before you put them in these styles, you're using the LCO or LOC method, whichever is best for you, and that's just liquid oil cream or liquid cream oil. And the main reason for that is because that method has been proven to help you reduce breakage, because you're really getting in a lot of moisture. This style can be classed as protective. And I say it can be classed as protective because, again, it's making sure that you're putting the crocheting in the right way and you're making sure that your hair's moisturized. So it can be protective if you do the right measures for it to be protective. But the main reason why this is protective, because again, it's chunky, you're able to get to your scalp. If you need to put oils or anything like that in your scalp, you're able to do that. And it's a style that doesn't necessarily need to be in too long. I know there's some people that would wear weaves and stuff like that, and they have them in way too long because they're unable to get to their scalp. And we really need to make sure that the maintenance part of having our hair done is on 100, period. Hairstyle number 3. This hairstyle is one of my favorites. I love it because it's giving me poetic justice vibes, and you just feel like this hairstyle, doesn't matter what kind of style you're going for, it always looks good, sis. You can experiment with different colors, a little bit here and a little bit there if you want to. And of course, it is classed as a protective style if you do it correctly. And I've noticed that there's some hair that I've come across that you can actually use. And say you want to go swimming or anything like that, you can actually use this hair without it getting matted and nasty. I'm going to see if I can find what it's called, and I'll reference it somewhere here or down there in the video for you. Box braids just look so good, even if like you have them like in clean squares, if you have them in those cute triangles, the partings I'm talking about, they just always look good. They remind me of, you know, the 90s, early 90s. I always wished I grew up in that era because it's just such a vibe. And it's been really nice to see a lot of people rock box braids, because you can really tell that, you know, people are really feeling themselves. You're always feeling cute. I love getting box braids done. If you think about it, you're taking a chunk of your hair, your natural hair, you're parting your hair. You're gonna use the Ivy Wild curl conditioning butter, because that's gonna help you seal in that moisture, and you're gonna smoothen it through your hair. Oh, I can already feel it. And then you're gonna use some extension hair, and you're gonna braid your hair within the extension hair. if you think about it, because you're doing that, you're already helping it to retain length. It's tucked away in between the extension hair, and it's tucked in nice, and it's protected. It's perfect. Coming in at number 2, drum roll please. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Wigs. Wigs. Controversial, yes they are, but let's talk about why they're controversial. So Wigs definitely has to be number 2 on my list. Why? Because your hair's constantly tucked away, especially glueless wigs. I couldn't tell you the last time I wore a wig. Like, I'm not a wig girl, but I love how much versatility wigs can give you and how you switch up styles so quick, so easily. And I don't really like the idea of hiding your hair away to rock something else, unless it's, you know, if you want to have a break from your hair and you can't be bothered to do box braids or natural hairstyles every day, then I think every girl needs one good wig. I think if I was to go abroad on holiday, I would definitely take a collection of wigs, because when you go abroad and you're on holiday and you're feeling yourself and you want to feel like Beyonce one day, Kelly Rowland the next, then you can switch between that blonde wig and that Jerry curl 26-inch wig if you want to. We can see more and more people rocking wigs daily on Instagram. When you see people walking down the road, you're like, oh, that wig looks really nice. I love that color, teal. Oh, wish I could do that. Not sure I can, but it looks good on you, girl. These are the benefits of wigs. And again, because it's such a protective style, the main reason why it's actually helping you to retain your length is because you can take this off at the end of the day and you can moisturize your hair, make sure that you've got all those nutrients locked in. I would recommend using the Ivy Wild Leave-In Moisture Spray, because that's a spray you can use on a daily basis. It's actually getting in all the nutrients. So it has avocado oil, it has honey in there, and it has mango butter in there as well. And those are fantastic ingredients that you can use on a daily basis for hair types that actually need a little bit more moisture. Your hair is also able to breathe, your scalp can breathe, and it's more likely that you're actually preventing any scalp conditions that are usually associated with your scalp kind of feeling like claustrophobic. Out of wearing a weave, a sewing weave, or actually wearing a wig, I would definitely vouch for the wig, because again, you're able to take that wig off, girl, at the end of the night, moisturize your hair. If you want to take your plaits out and wash your hair, you can do, and put that wig back on a day later. I definitely would recommend having breaks though if you're going to wear a wig, because something that the wig can do is actually rub across the front of your hairline. You want to make sure that our hair is healthy in its most natural state. Wigs are a yes, as long as you're making sure that your natural hair is maintained underneath and you're having breaks from the wig. Sew-ins, I would more so say no, let's not do sew-ins. Let's not do sew-ins. The growth comes into it when you're actually keeping your hair braided and moisturized. So again, if I'm reminding you guys, moisturizing your hair actually prevents the breakage part. So sometimes we aren't able to retain length because our hair's breaking off. So making sure that you use leave-in sprays, Sheebie growth cream. Oh my gosh, I forgot. How did I forget to mention the Sheebie growth cream? The Sheebie growth cream is one of our best-selling products on the Ivy Wild website, and this is going to be something that actually helps you to retain length, because again, when you're using these braiding styles, these cornrow styles, having something to actually help you retain the moisture in your hair is key. Major key. The Sheebie actually comes from Chad in West Africa, and this is an African secret, guys, because the beautiful women in Chad use this and they braid it within their hair on a daily basis, and they mix it with oils. So what I've done is created a product, the Sheebie growth cream, which actually uses the same kind of concept. So we're using the Sheebie to retain length, but we're actually using more oil, so that if you wanted to go out your house on a daily basis with this product in, you can, but it's not, you're not actually seeing bits in your hair. You're not seeing as many bits in your hair. It's just looking, your hair just looks so shiny, so beautiful and long, and it's one of my favorite products on the website. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, it's a good product. It's a really good product. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so you want to make sure that you're preventing breakage, and products like the Sheebie growth cream actually helps you to do that, because it's making sure your hair's moisturized and it's giving you the actual stretch as well, so it retains the length, and we want to prevent breakage, so that's what that does. If you are wearing a wig, please make sure you take your hair out from time to time. Don't be afraid to take those braids out and moisturize your hair. Put some moisture into your hair, because that is the thing that's going to really help you to keep the length in your hair, making sure it doesn't get dry in these kind of styles where it's hidden away. We made it to number 1. So my top hairstyle, honestly, this is a bit of a mixture. Let's say 1A and 1B. Let's say 1A and 1B. These are my top 2 hairstyles that you want to use basically for hair growth and retention. So I truly believe that if you don't have to put any additives in your hair, any hair extensions, any cornrows, any dreadlocks, any of these styles, then you're onto a winner. Yes, switch up your style from time to time, because I think you definitely just look fantastic when you do that. But if you are looking for hairstyles that are going to help you grow your hair, I really do believe that twists and knotless braids with your own natural hair, if you can, are fantastic, guys. I feel like 1A, so if you're going to do twists, or 1B, if you're going to do knotless braids with your own hair, no extensions, no weaves, nothing in addition to your own natural hair, these are going to be fantastic for you. And I really do believe this, because I feel like if you learn to love your natural hair, then ultimately the routine that you create for it is going to be a nourishing one. You're going to make sure that you put the right products in your hair. You're going to make sure that you go to sleep at night wrapping your hair or sleeping on one of the Ivy Wild satin pillowcases. You're just going to make sure that your routine that you create for your natural hair is going to be beneficial for its growth, for its length retention. If you want long hair, of course, not everyone wants long hair. So I definitely would focus on products that moisturize. So again, knowing what your porosity level is, knowing what your density is, and your strand size and things like this. I've done previous videos on these. I'll probably link them up here somewhere if you want to watch those. So I really do think just thinking about your hair routine overall is going to be really important. In general, any of the hairstyles that you have that actually cause you to have braids in for a long time, where you have to leave your hair alone for a long time, these are going to be hairstyles that actually help you to grow and retain your length. I have products, guys, that actually will help you along your journey. I have a whole book that's going to teach you about the very basics of your hair. So we start with the science part, why your hair grows the way it does and where it's growing from, information about scalp psoriasis, which I suffer from time to time when I'm stressed, other things like vitamin deficiencies and minerals, and all these different things, guys, that we need to know about if we have natural hair and we want to love it and we want to just nourish it. So I definitely would recommend buying that book if you haven't bought it already, because it's going to help you along your journey. It's going to help you create a fantastic routine for your hair. I will link it in the description bar below. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I'm helping someone out there to create a positive hair routine. I just want to pause and just say thank you to everyone that entered the giveaway, because again, the person who won this deserved it. I think everyone deserves to have some funds come through, especially now it's Christmas time. That's why I wanted to do something really special. I think I'm going to do something like this for the new year as well, because, you know, just after Christmas is gone, a lot of the time your pockets are empty again. You want to spend money for January sales. So let's see, I might do another one. If not, I'll definitely do another one in February. So tell a friend to tell a friend. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. I love you forever. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.